says 1 and then it's like 5 seconds of pastime. Anyway, now I'm recording. Anyway, so Xionbooty, because they're Xionbooty, asked for 1, 9, and 22. Even gave a pleasing thing. Best auto. I don't even know if that was in screen. There we go. Anyway, I was checking down below. I can't see here. This thing. Anyway, so how it goes. Isn't that like the meme? Like, wait. I have no sense of what's left and right. Anyway, I think that's the like meme with the phone thing. Anyway, I can never stay in focus. So 1, 9, and 22. 1 is I'll say my own URL and where it comes from. So my URL these days is Ice Deflowering Sex Tornado, and I think this shows the cabinet. So I'm gonna grab something from Malicious Cloak. That's gonna explain it. I think it's a Malicious. There. Okay. So Ice Deflowering Sex Tornado actually comes from Ice Devouring Sex Tornado, which this pin got a bajillion years ago because Chillingworth was like, you, and I was like, that is me, and that's about the story, because that we are a Morvex pair, and Militia is an Ice Devouring Sex Tornado. So, Ice Deflowering Tornado comes from Zigbar being the Zumpling that they are. The Zumpling. Anyway. Make myself laugh. I have to, otherwise I cry. So, Zumpling kept reading devouring as deflowering, because I'm a Malusha, and that makes sense. So it was like, yeah. And then like, I have no sense of time, so like 6 months maybe? Could have been like last month, 9 months last year. I mean, it is last year, no matter what. But I mean, it could have been 2014, but it wasn't. It was like mid-2015. I was like, man, I need to finally change my URL from Lemuria Winthor, because, like, you can only hang on to a last name for so long until you're like, man, my partner is never, ever, ever, ever coming back. So I should probably move on. So I did. Which meant getting a new URL, which meant staring at my blog and being like, okay, so what am I? And there's a bunch of jokes and like puns, and I was like, man, pie, apple, could have done something like cats, it's gonna be a pun. And then I'm like, no, man, and there was like one late night, I'm not joking, I changed my URL like at 1 AM because I'm just like, you know what, if I don't do this now, I'm never gonna do it. So I was just like, okay. Ice Deflowering Sex Tornado, I did it, and then I just went to bed. I was like, there, and then I woke up and I was like, man, I should actually tell people that I changed my URL, because that's the nice thing to do. So I did that, and then, like, I kept Ice Deflowering Sex Tornado for about a week or two, and then, like, I was realizing that it might be a problem having sex in my URL, because, like, people were thinking I was, like, a spam blog, even though, like, Militia icon and junk. And I was also having some issues with a senpai because the Morvex community is a mess, and that was a thing, but not important. Totally in the past, sort of not. Anyway, I have issues with talking to people and them talking to me but not wanting to see me, no, follow me or communicate with me outside of little bursts. Because they're like, man, I follow like 70 people. That's so many. And I'm like, I follow like 700. I follow like 1,200 actually. And I'm like, I haven't followed 70 people since like my second week of Tumblr. And I'm like, I understand the like appeal of it, and man, that'd be so much easier. I do that on Militia because I don't want to do much on Militia. Like, I use Malicious blog to follow my guild and the very limited people he talks to. Actually, his dash is now more loveless because Sobi is a sublog of it. Not that most of you know I have a Sobi account, but I do, and if you want it, I'll give it to you. I need to put it on my blog anyway. I mean, it's on Militia's in a drop down, and the blah blah, and this links to Militia, so you could just hop and find it, but whatever. wow, I just spent 5 minutes on that, and probably only 30 seconds on actually answering the question. So, and then it was like 9. 9 is, I'll say a sentence in an accent that isn't mine. I actually think I kept my voice pretty level and the same for most of that, which is good for me, because I usually waver a lot. So, usually when I cosplay Malusha, because you know I do that, I don't know, I don't know where I was gonna go, but he has his own walk to him, and then it's very shoulders, because that's just how he is, and I'm like, I'm 5'3", and I've had so much, like, people give me shit for my height, and I'm like, congrats, I'm a 5'3" flat-chested female playing a 5'11" really masculine male who people still think is a female. You're complaining about me. So, whatever. It's always my height. It's never my face or my eyes. I actually have gotten compliments because I have blue eyes like Malusha, but it's always my height, and I'm like, can't change that. Even though I do wear heels with him. Tiny heels, though, because Malusha so has tiny heels. So he is. Anyway, because he wears Luxian shoes. Not really. I don't know. Anyway. I mean, he does. But, getting away from point. Luxian has really nice boots. Love her boots. But anyway. So, Malusha's voice, which I don't actually do a lot, because when I form cosplaying, I get super happy. And when I'm happy, I break character massively. I'm always getting shit from my OL. It was like, bro, because they're like, you are being too happy. And I'm like, but I am happy. Like, you're here, and Axel's here, and there's some people, and I'm like, I'm so happy. So I, like, always beg Malusha. Oh yes, it's horrible. Like, I can keep his walk and everything, but I'm like, my voice, it's nope, there's no hope. But sometimes, I'll, like, just walk up to people, and very casually just be like, hello. Which is technically, like, more Vexen than Malusha, which is a problem, because I like Vexen mannerisms, like Axel. I got that reversed. But, like, I'm more likely to do something that's anyone else in terms of mannerisms than, like, Malusha. Because Malusha's mannerisms are just like, he doesn't have any. Like, he honestly doesn't have mannerisms, really. He's kind of just very distant and abrupt. Abrupt is not the word I was looking. Afloat, aloof. I keep gesturing with my chest, but you can see it. I'm like, because I'm trying to shoulders. And anyway, so he doesn't have mannerisms, though usually I'll have Malusha move his hands or something, because it's control, and my Malusha has some stuff going on in his head. So, yeah, there's that. But anyway, so it's chilly. I hate it. This week it's like 10 degrees, and I'm like, okay. Not leaving the house. I mean, I am leaving the house because tomorrow we're moving stuff. But anyway, voices. Hello there. It's a pleasure to see you. Anyway, 22 is... I'll talk about something that makes me happy. You guys make me happy. Like, seriously, like, I get so happy when you guys, like, talk to me and junk, because I'm easy like that. Like, please, just come and talk to me and plot with me and junk like that, and please make new AUs with me, because I have, you know, because I clearly need to make like 100 AUs. Then I'll be satisfied that I have enough. I should really count my AUs. I could do that. I mean, I have a little list and page that organizes them. That's still missing some. So many. But one day, man, I'm gonna have like 100 AUs, and then I'll be like, no more. We're done. But then I'll make like 100 more. You know it. I have a problem. And I just love domestic AUs. Like, it just makes me so happy to make my characters happy. I understand that some of you guys have this like internal need to make your characters like sad and depressed and angsty, and I'm like over here like, no man, the saddest thing I get my characters about is like not having cookies in the house. It's like honest Vexen warriors right there. It's like, Malusha, there are no cookies in this house, and Malusha be like, no more cookies, and Vexen be like, cookies. And Malusha being like, that's not gonna win, and Vexen just like, cookies. Sometimes I feel that my Vexen is more Demnix than my Demnix. My Demnix is pretty Vexen-y. I'm like, I don't know what happened, but there's a reason they're brothers in some AUs. It's the reason why Demnix is Malusha's brother in other AUs. 'Cause they're nerds. Who love nerds. 'Cause congrats. Like, oh, you're all nerds. Like, man, Xien and Xigbo are such nerds, but they're different nerds. Like, Xien is this bookworm, little, emotional blob of nerd. And Xigbo's just a nerd. Like, he's a dork to the extreme, and I love him. And that's why Demix loves him. But Demix also loves his Xien. Man, while I'm on this, man, I should just talk about these ships. I have a problem. So anyway, happiness. It also comes from my ships. And I think I'm gonna stop this, because we are like at 11 minutes, and man, Xion does not need to talk, like, listen to me for 11 minutes. But I love you guys, and you're